Welcome my dears, welcome to the third part of the video about the sacred city, the sacred community of GodGoddess, which is a reflection of the wisdom of the skies. Okay, so we covered the first 5 districts and we were talking about the 6th district. Primarily the 6th and 10th districts of the sacred city will be the districts of people who take care of organizing the community and distributing the resources. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are earth signs. Therefore, the 2nd, the 6th, and 10th houses of the zodiac are earth-oriented houses. Houses oriented towards material aspects, the material world. Taurus governs the material resources and the resources which are above the ground. The synergy of the 3 earth signs is that Taurus gives the resources and the other 2 signs are the ones to take care of the resources and distribute them in an honorable way throughout the community. This is why the higher manifestation of Capricorn has to be taken care of. The Capricorn energy is the most dangerous energy of all, and you've seen this. By the way, the world, the nowadays world is like. But one of the good things given by the Capricorn energy is that of honor. Paradox, right? It's quite a paradox because the nowadays elites and authorities, false authorities, and Satan, they have anything but honor. They don't have anything, they're shit, but they don't have honor at all. But back in ancient times, honor was something, which existed. And it was something that, by the way, gave the identity of a man. A man was nothing. A biological man was no real man without honor, without having honor. Yes. And look at them right now, nowadays. If you ask them what does it mean to be a man, you get so many stupid answers. I don't want to go into that. But in ancient times and in a golden age, in a community of people which are enlightened, honor is something of primary value. And yes, especially to men. This doesn't mean that women are not supposed to be honorable. Of course we are. But it's men who have to guard this sense of honor. Because it's something masculine, for fuck's sake. Like the equivalent of that on a feminine is kindness. But yes, both men and women have to have both kindness and honor. Okay, so the 6th and 10th districts are about redistributing the resources throughout the community on an equal way, in an honorable way. Redistributing the resources in such a way that everyone has their needs met. This is actually the purpose of the elites of the community given by Capricorn and 10th house energies. Because Capricorn and 10th house energies are about a pyramid, and at the top of the pyramid there are the elites. But those elites, well, this is just a stupid term of the nowadays, but in a better world, the elites sitting at the top of the pyramid are there for a reason. They are there at the top of the pyramid so that they are able to see the full spectrum because the 10th house comes after the 9th house, and the 9th house gives the big picture of things always. The 9th house, the 3rd house, the opposite, is seeing each tree in itself. The 9th house is seeing the forest for itself. So after someone goes through the wisdom, talking about the cycle of incarnations, right? After someone goes through the wisdom of the 9th house, and they integrate within their being this essence of the Sagittarius and Jupiter energies of seeing the big picture, only then can you be a leader, a real leader. Aries and the 2 upper houses of the zodiac are the ones which give this leading ability. It's arguable which is better for someone to be a leader, either the 9th house or the 10th house. But then it depends what kind of leader we are talking about. But leaving this topic aside for a little bit, the 10th house comes after the 9th house. So someone cannot be part of the 10th house without having the ability of seeing the full picture. This is why they are eligible for sitting at the top of the pyramid, because that is not a privilege. That shouldn't be seen as a privilege. That is a duty. Capricorn in ancient times used to govern duty and honor. This is why Capricorn is a masculine sign. It gives all of those honorable masculine traits. It's an energy of duty in its higher manifestation. So those sitting at the top of the pyramid, they have a duty to the rest of the community. They have a duty of organizing that community, of keeping that community in its healthy structure. Because remember what I said in the beginning, Capricorn is about structure. So this is the duty of the ones sitting at the top. The 9th house and the 10th house are at the top of the chart. So these are the leaders of the community, and their duty is to keep the community in union with its own self. Okay, sorry, my nose is itching. Okay. So, those in the 10th house, the 10th house and Capricorn energies are very good at organizing things by centralizing authority, let's say. But it's not about authority. I don't know what words to use here. By a centralized perspective, and from the center, which is not the spiritual center of the community, which is in the temple in itself. The 10th house of the zodiac will be the center of organizing the community in a material sense. So, from this centralized, I don't know how to call it. Fuck it, I don't know words. From here, the people who have the duty towards the community of keeping the community in balance, these people of the 10th house will be the ones to employ the people of the 6th house, which are the people very good at organizing, to employ them in distributing the resources throughout the community in an honorable way. Okay, and as I said, these are the people who love to do things for other people. My example was that with a housemaid, but this is just an example. And it's also a district where workplaces are. Workplaces that are, as I said, about organizing the community. Okay, and anything regarding pets and animals? Yes, the sixth district is where the people caring a lot about animals will be, like veterinarian or shops or doctors. And Virgo is about keeping things tidy, especially in the manifested, especially on a physical level. So this is why they are the organizers, the managers. Just a moment, I have to hydrate myself. Okay, now we begin with the other half of the zodiac. Libra. Another art district. Libra governs visual art. So anything which is beauty, aesthetic, this is where you will find anything regarding aesthetics. This is where you can find statues as well. Remember those statues of ancient times with the depictions of Venus? And yes, Venus governs Libra. This is where counselors will be as well. This is where people interested in keeping harmony in the community and people interested in justice, in keeping justice, will be. So this is the axis. This will be the axis of justice. We have the warriors of the city, the guardians of the city, and here we have the peacemakers of the city. And the ones. Justice is governed both by Libra and Sagittarius, but especially by Libra. So this is where disputes will come to be solved in the Libra district. And no conflict whatsoever must happen in the Libra district at all. If you want conflict, go to Aries district. If you want to talk about your boundaries and respecting them, go to Aries district. Okay, and this is the area of beauty, as I said, and also an area where women will have a big say, because Libra is this is, well, Mars and Aries, the masculine, and this is Libra and Venus, the feminine. The cardinal signs are Aries with its planet Mars, masculine. Then its opposite, Libra and Venus, feminine. These are the horizontal cardinals. And then we have the vertical cardinals, which are Capricorn, masculine, and the crab, feminine, governed by the moon. So we have east, west, south, north. And here in the Libra district, well, here in the crab district, we had motherhood. Here we have just womanhood. Here, women will learn about themselves, about what it means to be a woman. Here we will have relationship counselors as well. Here is where marriages will be celebrated and unions of the masculine and feminine will happen. Here is where marriages will be the marriage rituals will happen in the Libra community. And here is where women will take care of themselves. A lot of self-care will happen there. And well, self-care happens both in the Crab and Libra districts. And and such things like cosmetics will also be in the Libra district, but they come from the Virgo community, because they have to be natural. And it's just, Libra is just women being women. And in the Libra district, it's where you go to be at peace. Either Libra, either Pisces districts. But Libra is where you go to be at peace amongst the living, and Pisces is where you go to be at peace in the other worlds. Okay, so this is the diplomacy district. This is the justice. This is where the justice of the city will occur, as I said. Anything solving disputes in the Libra district. And it's all about women. Oh, this is so nice. And I would love to see a lot of Venus statues in the Libra district, exactly like they used to be in ancient times. And gardens and everything beautiful. Here is where manners will be taught to people, because Libra is the most social sign. Not social in terms of talking a lot, this is Gemini. Social in terms of respecting social etiquette and being graceful. And as I said, grace is feminine. This is the primarily feminine district. I love this a lot. I'm also a Libra rising, so obviously I love this a lot. And I'm a Libra rising woman, Libra rising, so I love this to death. I love it a lot. So yes, it's a district of beauty and grace, union and harmony. Perfect. This is why you never see women having the attitude of mine is bigger than yours. You know what I mean? Because we already know we are perfect. Oh, babies. I love you. I love myself. Okay, so this is the Libra district. And it's also a district with a lot of gardens, as I said, beauty, and places you can go have a walk and flirt. You can go with your significant other and flirt. And well, this is romance. Yes, this is for dating, but this is for more if you want to be just the two of you outside, yes, but just the two of you, you know, have a walk in the garden, have fun, all of that. And it's I would also see the Libra district like a place of the opera building, and you know, people going to the opera and being very, very high class, because Libra governs high class. As I said, it's about being very graceful and you know, respectful. Okay. Oh, I love this. Then we have the Scorpio district. Ooh la la. This is where the cremation grounds will be. Yes, I started full force. Well, this is how Scorpio is like. It's the sign of power. So, and the sign of death. And this is where the cremation grounds will be. I mean it. If you want to, like after you die, if you want to be burnt, here is where it will happen, in the Scorpio district. If you want to be buried, it will be in the Pisces district, where things like cemeteries will be in the Pisces district. But I advise crematories. Okay, here is where the most controversial type of spiritual teachings will happen. The most terrifying knowledge, the occult knowledge, will happen. This is the district. I think this is my favorite. No, The upper portion of the zodiac is my favorite, all of them. Starting with Libra through the upper portion. In the Scorpio district, this is where the spells will happen, the witches of the community will be. This is where the secret temples of the priests of the community will be, because Scorpio is about secrets. This is where the priests of the community will retreat into hidden temples so that they can have spells which are not meant to be seen on a public level. And this is where and obviously those spells are for the benefit of the community, like duh. And but it's just about spells of potency needing to happen in privacy. This is where esoteric astrologers will reside, either their home spaces or their workplaces. It's esoteric astrology is here in the Scorpio district. Astrology, like in specific study of astrology on a more masculine way, is in the Aquarius district, and integration of the wisdom of the zodiac is here in the Scorpio district. In the Scorpio district, I see and I advise all communities, even if you cannot do this from the beginning, I advise you to have I had to look at the minutes. I advise you to have hidden temples, or just towers with or any kind of structures, whether they are hidden or not, but inside the rooms must be really intimate and dark, and there must be a replica of the central temple, with a temple dedicated to the 12 zodiac signs and the planets, where people can come in and meditate on them in solitude. So there will be more miniature replicas of the central temple, where people can come in and they can go into Aries chamber, into Taurus chamber, into Scorpio chamber, into Aquarius chamber, and meditate there, and go into the astral, because Scorpio governs the astral realm, and go there and really commune with, let's say, Aquarius or Uranus, and really understand the wisdom that these beings have to offer, because Uranus is a living being incarnate as a planet, and Aquarius is a living being incarnate, well, more or less incarnate, because it's less physical, but Aquarius is a living being. The constellation we see as Aquarius is a fucking living being, and the manifestation of that living being is through the collective of the stars which form the Aquarius constellation as seen from the Earth perspective. So this is where the esoteric astrology will happen, and where the witches will be, the magicians, the sorcerers and sorceresses will be, the initiated priests and priestesses will be. This is where the secret temples will be. And as I said, where people can go and meditate in solitude in those chambers. Also where they can work on their dark selves, on their shadow side. Where they can retreat into dark chambers made of obsidian. And they can work on their shadow self. And it's not something to be afraid of. Here is where people will come to meet their fears and face them. Okay, this is also, Scorpio also governs underground resources. I do expect that at a mature age of the city, there will be underground tunnels in the Scorpio city, and starting from the Scorpio, I said the Scorpio city, sorry, the Scorpio district. they will begin in the Scorpio district. Now, if the community advances enough and the city will really become like a city, you know, but an enlightened city, communing with the earth, the Scorpio district will be able to give underground tunnels that will go under the rest to unite them and just have, just again, retreat in the undergrounds in case of anything, or just retreat in the undergrounds again to meditate there. Because I tell you, the underground is another very powerful is the same thing, potent place of meditation, of integrating your spirit, of integrating your own inner knowledge about the spirit realms, and advancing as a soul through incarnate, through it, a soul who decided to come incarnate to advance. Oh, there you go. Okay, and as I said, a place where you can learn a lot about the occult and less known practices. This is where the rituals of eclipses will also happen, because Scorpio is about darkness. And Scorpio Pluto district will be a place to offer protection from bad manifestations of eclipses, I tell you that. Okay, this being said, the Sagittarius district, this is the district, okay, 26 minutes so far, 27 almost. It's this is the district of higher learning. This is where the gurus will be. This is where the morals of the community will be discussed as well. So we have justice and morals, harmony, union and morals, principles. This is the teachers, the district of the teachers of the community and the great leaders of the community. The leaders, the thing is that the upper portion of the zodiac gives the leaders of the community. The leaders of the community will be all of these categories of people in the upper portion. Basically, it's their duty again to create a stable and harmonious community for the young souls of the community, the souls who come incarnate through the less mature energies of the zodiac, so that they can learn and ascend, so that when they themselves will come incarnate for the upper purposes, you know, they will also do the same for other souls and so on. So this is the duty of the initiated souls. And initiation, by the way, happens in the Scorpio district. Initiation into the less known practices. Like, obviously, the whole community is meant to be spiritual. But the upper portion, the leaders of the community are the most spiritual, the ones who know most, and by cycles of incarnations, when future souls will want to initiate themselves as well into the hidden knowledge, they will do this through the Scorpio district and the priests and priestesses of the Scorpio realm. Okay. And here we have the sacred literature. We have anything sacred, basically. We have the gurus, as I said. We have the leaders of the community, the ones, well, Jupiter resides in the 9th house, and Jupiter is the king of the gods. So there you go. And I do see a palace for the community where the leaders will be, and this palace, well, this happens on a more mature age of the community. Building the palace is not just that the palace mustn't be only for this district or this district or this. No, the palace will extend itself from Libra to the border between Aquarius and Pisces. It will extend itself a little bit into Pisces. So this shows to everyone that the leaders of the community come from all of these domains. This is the leading side of the community, so that this side of the community has a happy life. And they as well, because this is what they came incarnate for, to lead the community. This is why the leaders must be really souls who are meant for that, who have that as their purpose. And the purpose is shown in the 9th house of the natural birth chart, of your own birth chart. And by the Lord or the Lady of the 9th house of your chart. Okay? I said, at first I thought I would have this as a 2 parts, as a teaching of 2 videos, first part, second part, and this is already the 3rd part and I haven't finished it. So, okay, 4th. See you in the 4th part of this. I love this. I'm excited.